Get me started.
He's so
Hello.
stupid.
Yeah, he did.
Welcome to the newest edition of the Painting Game Pick'em Show, episode number 12.
Toilet paper!
2 minutes.
Oh, yep, 2 minutes. That Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg match.
You got to admit it's better than WrestleMania 20.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever says it is it? Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. That's bullshit. So anyway, guys, thank you all for joining us tonight. I'm going to introduce the guests first before we get into our pick. So go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys.
Well, along with Mr. Flea Market Madness and Elsie Pitch Tents is I, Alexander. Good night! And, YouTube, good. April's not here back in with the other Elsie Muscles channel, Painting Game Pick'em podcast. Let's go.
Steve Charisma.
Thanks, God, at Thanksgiving. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm DJ Charisma in the house. But guess what? My record player don't work, so I don't have to be called that anymore. So let's
What the shit?
too much dust. Okay, so let's forget about that shit and let's move on and get to the pick'ems and let's get in. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this. So starting out, one thing I will say though is actually pretty awesome is this is one of those weeks where we get back to no teams on buys this week, except for week 13, which is stupid. I don't get why there's week 13 as a buy. That's stupid for Cleveland, Tennessee. I'm like, really? But anyway,
they
though,
kind of need it because they're shit.
well, Tennessee's not, but Cleveland, I can understand Cleveland, but not Tennessee. But anyway, getting to this week, we have no teams on bye, so let's get this started on the road. Starting out with the 12:30 game on Thanksgiving Day, the Minnesota Vikings versus Detroit Lions. This is going to be a pretty close game. Detroit is favored by 2.5 points, which is very surprising.
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
So what do you guys have to say about this match?
Well, this is for first place in the NFC North, believe it or not.
Yes, it is.
It's a huge game for both teams. Vikings broke a fourth game losing streak last week.
Mm-hmm.
While the Lions beat the Jaguars, which is pretty easy to do, let's be honest. The Vikings won with special teams and defense. That won't be the case here. This will be close, but the Lions are at home this week at Ford Field. Give me the Lions to beat the Minnesota Vikings 21-20.
What do you have to say, Steve?
I agree with Mr. Putnam, and I'm gonna go with the Minnesota Vikings as well, 27-23.
Hey, you picked the
I
Lions.
said Lions.
Oh, never mind. Well, it's been a long day. All right, so just
It's all right.
Yeah,
lay off.
that's true.
Lay off. Okay,
It's all right. No worries.
Mr. Elsie Bitch Tits, your turn.
I got Detroit as well. This is Detroit's year to wake. This is actually really funny because I saw an NFL meme on NFL memes where Calvin Johnson just looking at him like, "You decided to start winning when I retire." I'm just laughing. I would laugh so hard. That was pretty funny. Yeah, if Detroit wins this game against Minnesota, there is no chance Minnesota's making the playoffs because Detroit would have swept the Minnesota Vikings. So with that being said, I think they will sweep the Minnesota Vikings. I think that Detroit Lions are for real. They're playing very strong, but they need to stop doing this games within 7 points crap. Like all this is their first okay, this is an interesting stat. They're the first team in NFL history to have their first 10 games of the season decided by 7 points or fewer. That is pretty insane.
Wow.
Literally, their first all 10 games this season have been decided by 7 points or less. This will be the change, however. I think they'll win I think they'll still keep this track, but I'm going to say Detroit 28, Minnesota 24. It will be a very close game. Next up is the Washington Redskins traveling to Dallas to play the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
This is an interesting game to pick, honestly.
Yeah, because I think Dallas is a favorite, obviously.
Yes, they are. There are 7-point favorites.
Yep, 7.5 point favorites, actually.
Oh, wow, really? I'm looking at Yahoo Sports.
I'm looking at Yahoo Sports as well.
I got 7 from ESPN, so yeah.
I got 7.5 from Yahoo Sports as well.
Strange. All right.
But regardless, this should be a high-scoring game between both teams who are moving the football quite well. Redskins are traveling on a short week, which will be very, very tough to overcome. But their offense is rolling right now, much like the Cowboys. Look for a lot of points, but I think the home team, again, will get the win. I got Dallas. How about them Cowboys? 38-28.
38-28. I got the Cowboys as well, honestly. The Cowboys just looked like the best team. If the Cowboys win this game against the Redskins, they'll clinch the playoffs. I think the earliest team to clinch the playoffs if they win this game. So with that being said, I think the Cowboys will clinch. It'll be a very close game. I'm going to say 35-31 Dallas Cowboys. I think Ezekiel Elliott will run a game-winning get another game-winning touchdown run.
Just like you did against Pittsburgh.
About that. One thing I do gotta say is though, I do gotta say this though. I want to get Tiny Tim on here because I gotta give him the crown for being the undisputed bragging rights king of this year because Tiny Tim has been my team, Jerome's team, and Steven's team all in 1 year. I'm like, wow.
And he beat my team last year, so.
But yeah, though, bragging rights. Tiny Tim's the bragging rights king of this year, though. Whatever he comes on, I'm going to give him that award. But Steve, what do you have to say about this game?
The only thing I do want to say is I will say to Tim, good game. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes.
You got a good team. Dak Prescott's a great guy. Romo's going to be traded eventually somewhere, and he ain't going to be a backup to him. He wants to be a starter. Ezekiel Elliott's a great player, too. We started off good, and I'll admit the Cowboys are a great team. But for this game, this is going to be a pretty good game. As for the favorite in this game for who I'm picking, I'm going with the Redskins over the Cowboys.
Wow. Upset. Huge upset.
Yes. Redskins come off their big win against the Packers. Yeah, the Packers on Monday Night Football, I believe. And
it was Sunday night. Jerome
Sunday night.
Probably sulking his own tears right now.
Sunday, Monday, same thing. Anyway, Redskins over Cowboys, 37-34.
Wow, high-scoring game. Next game. Oh, I am so ready for this game.
Yes.
Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Indianapolis Colts. I'm going to say.
Go ahead, go first. We already know what you're going to frickin' say.
Oh wait, no. I have something to say though. This game. I was going to be very nervous with this game. I was actually very nervous in the beginning of the week. You don't want to know why Andrew Luck was playing, but today, since on the Colts Facebook page, Andrew Luck did not make the open media day for the Colts, and T.Y. Hilton did. He said, Andrew Luck's not playing this Thursday night. He's not playing. He's got a concussion. He's no way he's going to be ready for the game. Andrew Luck says he wants to be there. Ben said he wants to have Andrew Luck, but more than likely it's not happening. And the Steelers are going to have to face Scott Tolzien. Tolzien, who has a record of I think it's 0-1-1 as a starter for the Packers. I think it was in 2013. He went 0-1-1. Wow. So yeah, Scott Tolzien unfortunately has not done much. Unfortunately, really help his case. Only giving the team him on Monday, went Tuesday and Wednesday to really prepare with his first team offense against the Steelers, who are hot after being the Cleveland Browns, which we needed, by the way. I don't see it happening. I think the Colts. If Andrew Luck was playing, I said this game would have been a lot closer. But with Andrew Luck out, this game's gonna be a blowout. I'm sorry. They went from on Monday the point spread was -3 Pittsburgh, it was -2.5 Pittsburgh. Today it's -9. Pittsburgh's gonna win. They've scored, and the good thing about Pittsburgh is they scored over 45 points a game the last two matchups against the Colts. I don't think they will score 45. I think they will get at least 35 points. I'm going to say final score. I'm going to say 38-17 Pittsburgh. I don't see Scott Tolzien doing much though because he's going to have a short week. He's going to not be fresh with the receivers. It's going to be tough, and the Colts' offensive line is not that strong at all. They've given up a lot of sacks. I think they've given up the third most sacks other than Cleveland. I think Cleveland. Whose other offensive lines are terrible? I think it's Cleveland. There's one other team, and then Indianapolis on the worst offensive lines in the league. I just don't
Miami because we're without Pouncey and Albert.
Yeah, Dolphins actually came. I don't know how they did that, but we'll talk about that game in a little bit. But
Yes, we
what do
will.
you guys have to say about the Steelers and Colts?
Steve, you want to go first?
I'll just make it short and simple, I guess. Like somebody's, So,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
like I was saying, this is going to be a pretty close game, though, I think, pretty much. I mean, for my pick of this one, even though I don't pick them a lot, I'm going with the Steelers over the Colts. Final score, 27-18.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Good pick. A win's a win. I'll take it over again.
I'll admit I only picked the Steelers like twice this season, so go ahead.
Yeah. That's true.
I've only picked them like 5. So we're on the same boat as that.
Yeah.
This is another game that could easily be plenty of scoring. Although Andrew Luck is out. And really, I can't really see Scott Tolzien lighting up the Steelers. The Colts have won 2 straight to get back to 500. But this is a big challenge for their defense with Big Ben Roethlisberger coming to town Thanksgiving night. I think it might go to overtime. I got Pittsburgh winning 34-28.
Wow.
Okay. Very nice.
We'll see.
I could definitely see that because I know Pittsburgh might take them lightly, but I don't think they will because they are the Colts. I think Pittsburgh has an overall record, I think, of 22-6 against the Colts lifetime. So
Wow.
that is another interesting. Now we get to talk about this game. The game me and Alex will be attending this weekend. The Miami Dolphins versus the San Francisco 49ers, a.k.a. the biggest blowout of the entire weekend.
We'll see about that. This
Go
could be
ahead,
a trap game.
I don't see it.
This could be a trap game for the Dolphins. You know, they've won 5 in a row. They've been doing so freaking good. They're in the top 10 right now.
Yes, they are.
In the power rankings. They're in the top 10. The Dolphins are number 10 in the power rankings. Who would have thought? 49ers, but the 49ers are playing better with Colin Kaepernick. But this is a long trip for them. They got to go all the way across the country to play in South Beach. Like I said, they've won 5 straight. But the problem with the 49ers is they can't stop the run. We have a guy by the name of the J Train, Jay Ajayi, and this will be a problem for the 49ers. I think the Dolphins take it 27-10. Fins up all the way.
Steve?
Give me the Miami Dolphins as well over the 49ers. Final score, 23-10.
You know what? I'm actually going to go bold here. Go bold.
Yes.
Dolphins win 28-3. I'm sorry. I don't see the 49ers scoring more than 3 points. I don't see the 49ers scoring more than 3 points in this game. Why?
Wow.
Why? They played somewhat. People are going to say, oh, they played somewhat good against the Patriots. I'm sorry. It was terrible conditions in San Francisco for that game, and the 49ers got lucky. 49ers are going to travel to South Beach, and when you're a West Coast team playing in the East Coast 1 o'clock games, you're not going to win. It's pure and simple. Dolphins win 28-3. I'm sorry.
Especially against Chip Kelly.
I don't see the Niners really doing anything this week.
Especially against Chip Kelly as their head coach.
Freaking Kelly. Oh my
They need the other Harbaugh.
This is one
they do, but he's not going anywhere. He's staying in Michigan.
Yeah, yes. No way. They need a good coach. But, yeah, the 49ers are not beating the Dolphins. They're one of my guaranteed teams to lose. Let's go to another one of my guaranteed teams to lose. This
Cleveland
time
Browns.
The Arizona Cardinals versus the Atlanta Falcons. I got the Falcons destroying the Arizona Cardinals. Why? It's another road game for the Cardinals. It's their second one in a row. I got the Falcons coming off a bye week and absolutely destroying the Cardinals' defense. They will have to run on Devonta Freeman a lot in this game, but I think the Falcons could definitely take down the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to say final score 27-17, Atlanta Falcons.
Well, this is a 4-point. Falcons are a 4-point favorite.
They are.
Yes. 4.5.
Let's
Come on.
see. 4.5 point favorite. There you go. Second straight road game for the Cardinals, and it's against a very good team coming off a bye week. Had a long trip, and that's not a pretty picture for the Arizona Cardinals. Let's just be honest. It hasn't been their season at all whatsoever.
No, it hasn't. They're a one-dimensional team. It's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. I think Matt Ryan and the Falcons win, but I think it's closer than you say, Lucas. I'm going to say 27-23.
Okay. How about you, Steve? What do you have to say to this?
This is a tough one for me to decide, but my first choice actually was this team, so I'm actually going to be going on the other side. I'm going to go with the Cardinals, actually. 23-20 over the Falcons.
Wow, that'd be a big surprise, too. Next game is the game that probably be a snooze fest of the week, unfortunately. The Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Buffalo Bills.
I got to say something real quick. I got to say something real quick. In my pick'ems last week on Yahoo.com, where we pick all the games, I was the only person who picked the Bills.
Really?
And they won against the Bengals.
I knew the Bills are going to win. I told you the Bengals suck. They're horrible. Marvin Lewis is getting his ass fired at the end of the year.
We'll get to them in a bit.
All year.
Yeah,
we'll get to them in a bit. Yeah, we'll get to them later when we talk about them and nevermore. So, anyways, the Jaguars, again, are playing consecutive road games. Buffalo still alive after beating the Bengals. LaShawn McCoy, I think he might be injured for this game, but
I think he is going to play, though. I'm not sure, though.
Either way, Bills win 24-14.
Steve, what do you have to say? Give me some Buffalo Wild Wing Bills over the Jaguars. Final score 27-20.
Buffalo Wild Wings sounds really good right now. But anyway, yeah. Buffalo is going to destroy Jacksonville. Unfortunately, Gus Bradley is going to get fired at the end of the year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Very nice. But anyway, though, Jacksonville's Gus Bradley's going to get fired at the end of the year. It's unfortunate to say it, but the Jaguars have been the most disappointing team in the NFL this year. Give me the Buffalo Bills to win this game. I'm going to say final score 31-20. 31-20.
Where's Byron Leftwich?
Yeah, right. Where's David Garrard?
David Garrard.
One of my favorites of all time. David Garrard is a big, strong arm QB. Almost beat the Patriots.
Alex, I think this one my brother is a bit nervous of because this is a trap game for the Giants.
Oh, what?
Giants and Browns. My brother was saying
that's sarcasm.
I don't think it will happen, but you never know what could happen.
They haven't won. The Browns haven't won.
Oh, what 11?
I don't know. I don't know. People. No, I've been reading articles been saying the Browns might get their first win against the Giants. I don't know why they're right. What? It's not going to happen. I don't think
no,
it's not.
The Giants are like the Dolphins. They've won 5 straight.
Yeah, I've been reading those articles. I'm just like, what the fuck are they thinking right now?
And they're improving on defense every single week. There's no way the Browns are winning. I got the Giants.
Maybe next week against the Bengals, but maybe in 2 weeks against the Bengals, but not here.
31-17 Giants.
You want to hear what I was going to say for this game? The prediction?
89-7.
No.
56-3.
No. 42-6. I'm sorry, I don't see the Browns winning. Why would people say the Browns can beat the Giants?
52-7.
No, Browns are. Trust me, no. I picked the Browns in a close game against the Steelers. I actually picked the Steelers to win over the Browns. I thought it was going to be 28-17, but this game is more of a blowout because Josh McCown is playing. But we'll see. Steve, what do you have to say about this game?
Giants over the Browns. Final score 23-10.
Just so you know, guys, the last quarterback to win a Browns game is Johnny Manziel.
That is actually funny. Oh, you want to know something funny about the Steelers-Browns game last week?
I think it was against the Ravens, too.
Ben Roethlisberger has as many wins in Cleveland as Derek Anderson does in Cleveland. That's a pretty big surprise.
Ooh.
Derek Anderson is the most winningest Browns quarterback in the past decade, and Ben Roethlisberger tied Derek Anderson's record for most wins in Cleveland Browns Stadium.
Well, good for him, I guess. Next game on the list, let's see.
They called Johnny Manziel and he said, you have to dial 0 first.
Next game on the list, we got
Anyway.
another blowout game upcoming, and this isn't going to be pretty. I'm predicting this to be a shutout for one team. Chicago Bears versus the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say this flat out. I'm going to say this is going to be a shutout. The Bears are getting shut out. Why?
Yeah,
I'll give you a reason why. I'll give you a reason why. Jay Cutler's
he slipped on a banana peel.
I love your post earlier. It's like he must have slipped on a banana peel. I was dying.
For real? On a banana peel.
Oh my God, Jay Cutler sucks. You have Brian Hoyer and also Zach Miller's out for the season, their best receiving option, and Alshon Jeffrey's out for 4 games with Pete, 3 more games. So, Titans over Bears, 31-0. Bear, I said it. Bold prediction of the week.
31-0.
31-0. I think the Titans are getting angry about the Colts loss. They're going to come into Chicago and be like, you know what? This is a scrub-ass team. We're going to knock them in the freaking jaw, and we're going to knock them out early. And then the Bears fans will be gone by the 4th quarter.
I think it's going to be a lot closer, but I think the Titans win 21-14.
Steve Charisma.
Titans 20-10. 10 points.
All right, next game will pretty much be a close game. We'll see what happens with this one. Los Angeles Rams versus the New Orleans Saints.
Ooh. That's another close game.
How about you guys go first on this one? I'm going to let you
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
Last week couldn't do shit against the Dolphins.
No, he couldn't.
He couldn't throw against our defense. Gurley got lucky with one play, and that was basically the ball game. So this is his first start on the road against the Saints in the Superdome.
Superdome.
That sucks for them. That sucks for him. The Saints will have had 10 days off before this.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the Saints winning 28-20.
What did you say, Steve?
I got Saints as well over the...
Who dat nation?
Yeah. When the Saints come marching in to final score to victory, 23-16.
You want to know something funny about the Rams? They're the worst scoring team in the NFL.
And Mark is still a fan of him.
Unfortunately, I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad for him right now. But anyway, though, the Saints are winning. I'm sorry. I have to pick against the Rams. Jared Goff's not doing anything.
Jeff Fisher's overrated.
Yeah, he is. I'm sorry. I can't stand Jeff Fisher. He's probably getting fired soon. Dude,
Tennessee.
you know what? Something funny. Also, you want to know something funny? If Jeff Fisher loses 3 more games, he'll be tied with Dan Reeves for the most losses in NFL history.
By a coach?
By a coach. Dan Reeves is the That's insane.
That's horrible.
It is horrible, but make the Rams 2 games closer to that record. I'm going to say final score, Rams 12, Saints 24. Next game. Oh, Steve, this is your time to talk. Baltimore Ravens versus Cincinnati Bengals in Baltimore.
Why?
Floor's all yours. I'm giving you the floor on this one.
Okay, well, we've been pretty much banged up this year. That's all I can say. I mean, the injuries have been haunting us again. I mean, Smith has been out, but he's now back again, which is good. He had a good game against Dallas. Flacco has been doing pretty well, but not really the best job. We did not have Jimmy Smith on the defense against Dallas. We got off to a great start. Terrence West is doing a really good job at running back. I really like this guy, and Justin Forsett, who was doing a good job too, and he's now with another team, I think the Lions, if I'm not mistaken, or somebody, wherever he is. So Dennis Pitt is healthy. Suggs is healthy. Elvis Dummerville is not here, which thank God.
Dummerville, dumbass.
Dummerville.
Thank you for ruining that game in Jacksonville.
Oh, my God.
That was terrible. That was horrible.
Yep.
So Lardarius Webb is coming in to fill in for Matt Elam, who has now come back as well. But there's only one person that's really been getting wins, and that is Justin Tucker.
That's right.
However, we're facing the Bengals for the I believe this is the first game of the first time this year because they have not faced them in Cincinnati yet.
Yes.
And this is in Baltimore. For this game, I mean, I am pretty sure this is going to be a close game. The Bengals are playing like shit. I mean, the only game we played this year where we've had, pretty much a blowout game, that came against Cleveland, of course, and that was like, 28-7 or something, whatever it was.
27.
So, for this game against the Bengals, I am predicting for the Ravens to at least get a win over the Bengals. Final score, 26-20.
Alex, what do you have to say about this one?
Well, here's what I got to say about this one. The Bengals are without A.J. Green, their star wide receiver, for the first time in a long time because he tore his hamstring.
Yep, tore his hamstring.
And that will be and that's going to be huge for them.
And also Giovanni Bernard is out of the season.
And Giovanni Bernard's out with a torn ACL. And that will be huge issues without them for the Bengals. Ravens lost to the Cowboys, but hung around with them on the road last week. Back at home, they will put an end to the Bengals' playoff chances. I got the Ravens winning this one. Quote the Raven, nevermore, 27-20.
I'm going to go for – I agree with you guys. I think the Ravens will win. I think the Ravens will get a very close win. Even though the Bengals do own the Ravens, like it's series-wise, like they've been playing very well in the past couple of years against the Ravens, I think it's time for the Ravens to turn around. I think the Ravens do get this victory. I think it will be a very low-scoring game. I'm going to say Ravens 13-10.
Low-scoring. Okay.
Oh.
Very close, low-scoring game. It will be close. I think Ravens will win 13-10 now. Next game is San Diego Chargers versus the Houston Texans.
Well,
Superchargers.
That's right. The Superchargers are coming off a bye week, and Houston is playing on a short week. Houston is having troubles on offense, and the Chargers aren't really having much issues at all. So, with that being said, I think it's going to be a 1-point game. God bless you.
Thank you.
1-point game. Chargers win 21-20.
You want to? We're right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Mute your microphone.
Yeah, Mucinex or something.
That's disgusting.
Anyway.
Take some Pepto.
I guess I'll go.
Take some Pepto.
Mucinex. I'll go. I got the San Diego Chargers as well over the Texans. Final score 30-26.
Even though this is a one, technically it would be 12 o'clock Houston time, since it's not 1 o'clock. But this is still going to be a very interesting game to say the least. The Chargers are definitely coming off a bye week. The Texans coming off the loss to the Raiders on Monday Night Football in Mexico. This is a toss-up, really. This is really a toss-up game for me. But I will agree with you guys. I think the Chargers will get a victory in this game. I'm going to say it's a mediocre scoring game. I'm going to say 21-20 San Diego Superchargers.
Get the super victory.
Absolutely, super victory. Next game on
super lot
is this is the first 4 o'clock game of the week. It is going to be it's the Seattle Seahawks versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa.
Wow.
What do you have to say about this one?
Well, here's what I got to say on this. The Tampa Bay has won 2 straight games.
I can't believe they beat the Chiefs.
Well, I did not predict them. I thought the Chiefs were going to win, honestly.
I thought they were going to destroy the Buccaneers.
But this is a big step up in class for them because the Seahawks are playing against the Tampa Bay, obviously. But they're coming to Tampa Bay. The Seahawks coming to Tampa Bay. And the Legion of Boom, if they're still around, I don't know if they are, will slow Jameis Winston down a little bit. I think Seattle wins it 24-13.
Steve?
Seahawks 27-20.
I think this will be a very close game. I think the Seahawks will eventually get the lead over the Buccaneers. I'm going to say final score 27-17. I think the Buccaneers will try and make it close, but I think Seattle's just going to be too good on the road, and their defense won't give up. Next is my upset pick of the week. My biggest upset pick of the week is this game right here. The Carolina Panthers versus the Oakland Raiders in Oakland.
Oh, my God.
Really?
Here's why I think the Panthers will win in Oakland. Oakland has lost both games this year at home. And that's very surprising. The Raiders play I think they play much better at home. Like they play very well against the Texans in Mexico City.
Fuck.
I think the Panthers coming off a tough loss. Wait, no, did they win last week or they lost?
No. Wait. Hold on.
Yo, no, they won the last week. They have 10 days. They have 10 days of rest going into this game.
Oh yeah, because they beat the Saints. Who dat nation?
That's right. They beat the Saints. So, with that being said, I think that this will be a very close game. I think Oakland's definitely going to give them a run for their money, but I think the Carolina Panthers need this game in order to stay alive in the NFC playoff race. Oakland really doesn't need this game as much as they will later on this season. I think that the Panthers will get a very close victory. I'm going to say 19-17 Panthers. My upset pick of the week.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Oh, me?
Steve?
Oh, I didn't hear it. Okay. I don't really see this as an upset from my perspective because the Raiders are playing really good. Panthers are pretty much so-so. I don't see this as an upset. I see the Raiders winning this. Final score 27-23.
That's right. The Raiders, number one seed in the AFC West, or number one seed in the AFC in general.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
believe. So, yeah, I think, let's see. Here, what do my notes say? Panthers are fighting for their playoff lives, which will show up here in this game. Cam Newton will move the football on the Oakland defense to keep it close. But I think, that the Raiders will score through the air against the Carolina secondary. It will be a fun game to watch, but I think the Raiders win in a close game. I'm going to say Raiders win 30-27.
All right. Next game is the biggest blowout, another great big blowout of this week. It's the second biggest, not the Dolphins one. The Dolphins will destroy the 49ers, but this will be the second closest, biggest blowout of the week. The New England Patriots versus the New York Jets. And they flexed this game out of the Sunday night spot because they knew this was going to be terrible.
Thank God. Thank God, because no one wants to see the Jets playing Sunday night. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Jets, this looked like it might be a big game when the season started, but the Jets ruined it because they're the Jets. The Patriots are playing consecutive road games, and this could be the Jets Super Bowl. But it won't matter. You know why? Because they have Tom Brady. The Jets aren't good, and Tom Brady is a rolling. Patriots win 31-18.
Steve, what do you have to say about this one?
This game is pretty much the way I see this. Patriots doing really well, Jets not so well. However, my upset pick of the week.
What? What?
I believe the Jets can pull this off. I believe they can. I have a good feeling. I believe the Jets will pull this off against the Patriots. Jets, win, 27-24 in overtime.
Wow. Holy shit. Damn, that's a big pick right there. That's huge. All right. I got the Patriots. So I got to agree with Alex on this one. I think the Patriots will win. I think the Patriots are a much better team. I just don't see the Jets really win this one. It's going to be tough, but I'm going to say final score. I'm going to say final score. The Patriots 35-17.
Alex
Wow.
he's like
Oh my God!
Damn, this is a
I was
huge
not
fucking
expecting
upset.
that.
At least it wasn't the Browns, in fact. All right, so
God damn!
All
Have you
right.
picked the Browns at all this season?
I almost was going to say my upset pick of the week, and everybody was like, "What?" And I was like, "No, just kidding." But no, I don't know. I don't think I have picked them the Browns this year. Check that.
I haven't.
I don't think I have.
So yeah,
Anyway,
Sunday Night Football time.
That's right on NBC. Check local listings. Ha
Thank you.
with
Kansas
Al,
City Chiefs
with Al
versus
Michaels
Denver
and Chris
Broncos.
Collinsworth.
Chris Collinsworth. Anyway, though, it is time for the Chiefs and Broncos game. This will be in Denver. Denver's coming off a bye week. I don't see the Chiefs really winning this one. After losing to Tampa Bay how they did, I really don't see the Chiefs. I see the Chiefs rebound this from this late, but it's not going to be this week. I think the Broncos are going to be too strong, and they will play very well against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to say the Broncos win this one 24-20.
I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum with you, Lucas. I think the Chiefs, in my official upset pick of the week, I'm going to go with the Chiefs to beat the Denver Broncos, even though they are at home. Fucking really, Steve.
Hey,
Even though the Chiefs
do it
are at
too,
home, Chiefs are on the road, I think that the Chiefs will beat the Broncos and their overpowering defense. Final score 20-14, Chiefs.
Wow. How about you, Steve? What do you have to say about this game?
let me see. This is I think this will be a pretty close game, though. I think the Broncos are favored, 26-23.
All right. Now, finally, the last game of the week, where Mr. Jerome Lammer will not be looking forward to this at all. It's the Green Bay Packers versus the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly
On.
Monday Night Football.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
Dun,
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 dun, dun, dun.
bum, 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 bum.
But yeah, though, Jerome right now is probably crying in his room, probably somewhere, just thinking, "Why, Aaron Rodgers? Why'd you do this to me this year? We're done. What the fuck, Packers?
Yeah.
Seriously, dude?
Yeah.
Oh my god!" But yeah, though, the Packers unfortunately are not really this. They've completely blown. I thought Jacksonville was disappointing. Expect Green Bay's been even more disappointing. Like, jeez. The Packers have lost 4 in a row. They have not kept it competitive, unfortunately. The Titans game, they got destroyed. The Colts game, they let up an opening touchdown. The Packers have been very disappointing. They cannot win, unfortunately, many games. And they have not won in very close situations this year. The Packers, unfortunately, will not win this game. I got the Philadelphia Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. God damn it. You know how many times I heard that at the Philly Steelers game? I was losing my mind.
Yeah, well, I bet you love it on the inside.
Eagles win this game. Final score 28-24.
You know you loved it on the inside.
No, I did not. I hated everyone saying it. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. I'm just like, I'm just like, oh no, get me out of here, please. But anyway, what do you guys have to say?
Well, the Packers look like they're just playing awful on defense.
They are.
Eagles are undefeated at home.
Yes, they are.
Interesting stat to point out there. beat the Steelers emphatically that that day. And we'll stay that way as the Packers offer little resistance on defense. But Aaron Rodgers keeps it close. I think the Eagles will fly. Eagles fly on their road to victory, or wherever the hell that song goes. 27-23.
Steve Charisma.
My pick for this one is they're going to fly like an eagle. 27-20.
To the sea.
That's a great
Fly
song.
like an eagle.
But whose version? Steve Miller or Seal, whoever it is?
I like Seal.
I do too.
I like Steve Miller.
Seal's version.
Steel's a pretty good version too. They're both really good.
It was
Well,
from
yeah, it's from Space Jam.
That was from Space Jam, yeah.
Oh yeah, it is true.
20
I
years,
do like-
right?
20 years
That
ago.
is true.
Wow.
I like both of them though. I do like both of them. It's not like where I don't like either one. I like both of them. What's wrong with that?
Both. You like both.
Nothing wrong with it.
All right, so that's going to end it for this week on the Pain and Game Pick'em Show. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I'd like to thank my guest, Mr. Alexander the Great, and Mr. Steve Charisma, the DJ Steve Charisma, for joining me tonight. And guys, I'm going to let you guys say your final words.
You first, Steve. You first, Steve.
Okay. The bottom line is, because I said so, and thanks for having me a part of this Pick'em show, and yeah, and once again, just to say for the heck of it, JETS win, overtime. Believe it.
It's like Naruto's Believe It! Jesus. Oh.
And thank you once again.
Absolutely, thank you for all to be a part of this Pain and Game Pick'em podcast for episode number 11 this season. And until the next video, thank you, Steve Charisma, DJ Steve Charisma, and LC Pitch Chance for having me on. And this is Alexander the Great. See you later. Stay awesome.
That was pretty good. I will give you that. That was pretty good. Anyway, guys, thank you all for joining us tonight. We'll see you guys in the next Pain and Pick'em episode. See you later. Stay awesome. Have a great night.
Stay swole.